Hi, boys and girls. Here we go. This is chapter 5, lesson 6. Okay. Now it says we're still doing writing addition sentences. Okay. On the bottom, it says right here, says listen to the addition word problem. Circle the set that you start with. How many are being added to the set and how many are now? How many there are there now? Trace the addition sentence. Now remember, when I talk to you guys, you want to listen. You want to listen to what the speaker's saying. You want to look at what they're showing you, and then you want to think. Think about what it is we're trying to do. Okay. So it says the first thing. It says listen to the addition word problem. Listen up. 2 plus 1 equals 3. It says circle the set you start with. Now, when this is your set right here, okay? So it says circle the set that you start with. It says right here, 2. So that is the set that we start with. So we want to circle 2, okay? So here we go. I'm going to circle 2. That's 1, 2. I used a crayon because I didn't bring any of my markers home. So 1, 2. That is what we're starting off with. Then it says, how many are being added? So added means you're putting it together. You're adding it to what you started with. So how many are we adding, boys and girls? Plus means we're adding. And this one right here, what is that? 1. So we are adding a 1. So it says, how many are we adding to the set? 1. So now, how many are there all together? If we started with 2, 1, 2, and we added 1, how many fish do we have all together? Count with me. 1, 2, 3. Equals, what is that number? 3. So what I want you to do is I want you to trace it. Okay, you guys should know how to trace it. You guys should know how to stay on the lines. So here we go. It's hard for me to do this when I'm kind of holding this book. So I'm going to put it down. I'm going to write it. Then I'm going to show you what I did. Remember, follow your lines. The number 2, it's a curve and a little line. Okay, make sure you guys are doing it this way, because if you're still working on your numbers and you're writing it reverse, remember, I'm supposed to count it wrong. So remember how to trace it correctly. That'll show you how to do it without the lines. Okay. So voila, I took my crayon and I traced it so that you guys can see that I traced it. I used a black one, okay? But you guys use your pencils. You guys, because we don't use crayons when we write math problems, okay? Okay, so I'm going to go on to this next page. I'm going to do one of the page, and then it's up to you guys to do the rest of it, okay? Because I know you guys can do this. This all should be easy peasy for you, okay? So here we go. This is the next page right here. So we want to go ahead and read. Let me do it this way. We want to go ahead and read our math problem first, okay? So if you can, follow along with me. What number is this? 2 plus 3 equals, and then you need to figure out what it equals. So it should be easy because guess what? They actually did it for you already. But if you want, you could take something, cover this up so that you can challenge yourself in finding out what the answer is before you even write it, okay? So here we go. It says, listen to the addition word problem. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Now it says, trace the circle around the set you start with. So tell me, what is the set that we started with? Did you get it? 2. That's what we start with. So we want to circle 2 first because that's a set that we started with. So here we go. Look at it here. They did it for you. So you want to go ahead and trace this line right here. That is what we started with. Okay, so 2, this is your addition sign. Addition means we're adding. Okay, so 2 plus, how many are we adding, boys and girls? 3. Awesome job. So you want to go ahead and see 1, 2, 3. And then this equal signs, remember, boys and girls, that tells me that the amount you have here has to be the same as here. Okay, so if you did 2 plus 3, if you want to show me your fingers, 2, oops, 2, and then you've got 3. So count your fingers for me. How many do you have? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many do we have all together? 5, okay? So go ahead and trace that for me right now. I'm going to trace it. So that's 2 plus 3 equals 5. Ta-da! I traced it. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Okay, so now I want you to go ahead and do the next one. This one's a little tricky because guess what? They have a blank spot right here. So that means you have to figure that spot out. Okay, but I know you guys can do this. Okay, so let's take a look here. What's that first one that we start off with? 1. Excellent job. So we've got 1 plus blank equals 4. Okay, so again, we want to circle the set that we started off with. Did we start off with 3? No. Did we start off with 1? Yes, we did. So I want you to circle the first set that we started with because 1 and 1. Then it says plus. How many are we going to add? How many are we going to add to this? You got it. 1, 2, 3. So guess what we're going to do with that 3? We're going to write it in our blank spot, okay? So remember, boys and girls, a lot of you guys were writing your number 3 reverse. We want to start here. We've got a little curve, a little curve. That's our number 3. So now we've got 1. We're going to trace the number 1. We've got a plus sign, plus 3 equals what? Did you get it? Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many do we have all together, boys and girls? 4. Excellent job. Now I want you to trace the number 4. Little line down, little line across, jump to the top, and big line down. That's your number 4. Okay? So here's the last one that I'm going to do with you. And I want you to do this page on your own and this page because I know you guys can do it. Okay? So let's do the last problem together. What number is that? Woo, can you see that? Okay. What number is that? That number is a 3. Okay. So how many of these little hot air balloons do we have? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So can you please circle the set that we started with? Is this the set we started with? Or is this the set we started with? Is this one? Because guess what? That number 3 tells us that's the first set that we start with. So I want you to go ahead and trace the number 3. Little curve, little curve. Okay? Did you see that? Little curve, plus. Okay? Now, don't forget, I want you to circle that first set. I totally forgot. I told you guys to, and I totally forgot to do it. So circle that first set that we started with. So we've got the 3 and the 3 that are matching up. Then we've got the plus. How many are we adding? Because there's a blank. You've got to figure that out. How many are we adding to this 3? Can anybody tell me? You guessed it. 1, 2. So you got to write your 2 now. Remember, if you don't remember how to write your 2, it's up here, okay? So now you're going to do big curve all the way down to the bottom, little line across, okay? Did you guys see that? Okay? It's a big curve all the way down to the bottom, little line across, okay? So now we've got 3 plus 2 equals, don't forget to write your equal sign, equals how many altogether without looking at that one? You guys got it? 3, 1, 2, 3 plus 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So now I want you to write the 5. Little line down, curve around, jump to the top, and little line across. Okay? So boys and girls, you guys should remember how you write your numbers with me. Remember, our numbers and our letters consist of what? Big line, big curve, little curve. Okay, so always remember that. Okay, so that is it. That's my math lesson for today. So hopefully you guys got it and you guys can finish the rest of it. Okay, so follow directions. If you need your parents to help you read the directions, you do that. Okay, so I want you to do your best on that. If you guys have any questions, if you guys need more help, just let me know. Okay, bye for now. Hope you had fun.